so I was going to sit in this seat, but Kylie seems to have claimed it, so I will just sit here. Yes, hello, good morning. It is Friday morning and I have a weekend of markets coming up. So I really need to check out my stock and see how many prints I have. So yeah, I'm running quite low on packaging supplies, so I'm going to have to make do with what I have. So I might just go through all of the most popular ones and just make sure that I have enough of those. So that's what I'll be up to this morning. She is in a very funny mood. Kylie. You can pack some prints with me and see how the stock is, and that is going to be my morning. So for printing, I use Ford inkjet paper, and this is the A4 size. It is acid-free, archival, and it has a really lovely texture. It's quite similar to watercolor paper. This is probably going to be quite noisy, so I'll stop talking for now. So at the minute I have it sort of set up like this. It'll no doubt change quite a lot. I haven't put everything on because, whoa, sorry, it's nearly filled. I'm just trying to figure out what to put at the front here And then I got this, but I don't know if it's gonna fit in the car. Yeah, this is what I have so far. Some cards, these are gonna be filled with my stickers. I need to change that price list, it's wrong. A couple of frames. Yeah, I'm excited. So I've just printed off my logo big for the first time. Usually I just have it in sticker form. This is really quite exciting. It looks so nice. I'm really happy with it.
Who increase their surface area of things that could potentially happen to them, and knowing what you want to increase your surface area around, like what you're spreading yourself out or opening yourself up to, can have a long-term effect on how close you get to those goals you set for yourself. But it also just made me think about this book that I've just finished that I want to read to you from. Let's find a nice little reading nook. Oliver Burkeman is a anti-self-help writer I've loved for years. Like, if anybody is running this shit, hello? If anybody's driving this, then I think Oliver Burkeman's book Help! Exclamation mark.
What it means to grieve, what it means to lose someone. Can you ever even lose someone? This collection of letters asks, and it's just, I have never gone through something like this. I think this book is just perfect for everyone. At the time that I was reading it, I had never felt like I had lost more of myself.
Hello again, it is Helena here on a voiceover. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed that little bit of speed painting with some nice relaxing classical music. Yeah, so this piece has been so much fun. It's now obviously finished and I'm really happy with the result. I just really adored putting in all of the hidden details. recently with the client, we discussed quite a few different options for how this piece could be, like what animals it would show. And to begin with, we discussed painting a fox, which I was totally up for. Like, I love foxes. They're one of my favourite animals, and I haven't actually painted one yet. But for some reason, we sort of went off that idea, and they seemed to be very interested in bird wildlife instead, and particularly owls. They had also seen a previous piece of mine which showed 3 very playful dormice. So we were thinking birds, mice, and we landed on an owl. And yeah, because we were showing mice in the piece, and obviously mice would be a favourite meal of owls, I didn't really want the narrative to have this sort of dark undertone where the mice were soon going to end up being eaten. I know this is just nature playing out, but still, I didn't want there to be that narrative going on in the piece, so I decided to paint the owl asleep. So all of this activity is happening while the owl dreams on. Yeah, and while he sleeps on, there is lots of activity going on. So there is a bullfinch at the top and 2 little goldfinches as well. And yeah, the 2 little dormice are sort of hidden in the thistles. So I've shown quite a long segment here of me painting just to show my approach to textures. I like to work with negative space and sort of carving out little shapes and nooks where the shadows disappear into, and keeping little lines, so little feathers I suppose, free of any paint, and they act as the highlights. So I just go through and sort of create these patterns, changing the colour as I go as well, and I really try to work with slightly unusual colours. So instead of just grey, I have picked some nice blue shades that sort of run into purples. Purple being the complementary colour of yellow, which there is quite a lot of in this piece. Well, it's not a pure yellow, I've sort of used some Naples yellow mixed in with raw umber. But yeah, I think that the purple works really nicely as the shadow colour of this base hue. And yeah, then I've used quite a lot of Payne's Grey as well for the darker shades. I'll probably do a video sort of going through all of my favourite colours, but I have name dropped a few that I've used in this piece. And yeah, I will let you enjoy the rest of the spade painting without me nattering away. Okay, bye.
very important internationally, especially in the 60s, 70s and 80s, because Shannon Airport is the most western airport in Europe, and if you flew from America to Europe in the 60s, you had to stop in Shannon Airport. You had to, alright? There was no way to get from New York to Germany or wherever without stopping in Shannon Airport. So Shannon Airport was a very, very important airport. It's not important anymore. Unfortunately, the only thing that's keeping Shannon Airport
finished my painting. You might have seen me working on a bit earlier on in this video. There's another goldfish. And then the main focus is sleeping oil. And I'm really pleased with it. So before I get this framed for the customer, I am